This is the second video of Classroom Chess. As I said in the first video, this series is about teaching you the game of chess, the rules of chess, and some basic principles of how to play well, so that at the end of the series you can play a nice game of chess with your family, your friends, and maybe you even want to join a chess club, who knows. In the first video we learned about the board, making sure we had the board set up correctly, and in this video we're going to learn about the most important piece on the board, which is the king. As you can see, we have the board here with two kings, the white king and the black king, and this video will teach you what the king can do. How does the king move? Because every piece in chess moves in a different way. There's 6 types of pieces: king, queen, rook, bishop, knight and pawn. We get to all of those in this series, and we'll start with the king being the most important piece. The king is the most important piece, but it's not the most powerful piece. It cannot cover a lot of ground, and I will show you that now. The king on any move can move only 1 square in each direction. So if white starts the game, he could play his king to there, or he can play his king to there, to f2, or to f1, or to d1, or to d2. So it can move into every direction, but only 1 square. And the same of course goes for black. So let's make a few moves and then draw some arrows for the black king. So the black king is here on e6, and these are all the squares black could go to on his next move. So he can go forward, backwards, to the side and also across, but only 1 square. So as you can see, when the king is in the middle of the board, like it is here, the black king, there are 8 squares it can go to. The king on e6 can go to these 8 squares. If you have a king in the corner, so let's move the king to the corner, the white king in this case, then this king can only go through 3 squares. So he is less powerful, you can say, than the king we just showed on e6. So a king in the corner can only go through 3 squares. So it's less powerful in that position. It can do less, it can make less moves, can have less of an influence on the game. But at the same time you can also say a king in the corner is nice and safe, because if it's in the corner it cannot be attacked by other pieces, because that is a problem with the king, because the king is the most important piece and it is the goal of the game. The only thing you need to do is win the opponent's king. It doesn't matter if you lose all your other pieces, as long as you get the king of your opponent, you won the game. And that's why the king is an important piece, but also a very vulnerable piece, because it can be attacked by all the other pieces and then it has to flee. So sometimes it's good to put your king safely in a corner, so that it can be protected by its own pieces and not as easily be attacked by the other pieces. So that is the king. Again, the king can move 1 square to each direction, forward, backward, sideways or diagonally. And in the next video we move on to the most powerful piece on the board, which is the queen. Speak to you then. Thank you for watching.